Capricorn, thanks for joining me for your November 2018 Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling the Haunted House Tarot. I used this deck last time I had uploaded the videos. I think it was yesterday. I don't even know. They're spooky and I love them, and they're apropos for the season. So let's get to the forecast. I am still doing both the Astro Tarot forecast where I'll draw a few cards, but I really like doing the readings with just focusing on the tarot for messages. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're into which type of reading, I might do both. It's just a lot of work. But either way, I'm enjoying myself. Thank you for subscribing and for liking these videos. So November has a lot going on. So our new moon's on the 7th at 15 degrees of Scorpio. Fresh new start in the 11th house of goals and the internet and friendships, social connections. Capricorn has been weighed down a little bit by Saturn and Pluto in the first house, especially Capricorn rising. So please watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because the rising sign is more accurate to your astrology than just your sun sign. Either way, they're helpful, all three of those forecasts. So consider watching all three for a full dose of the cosmos. The new moon, right smack in the middle of Scorpio, where Jupiter has been for the last year, gives you a chance to start fresh in an area that Jupiter has worked on for the last year for you. Are your goals aligned? Did you want to create a new online presence? Publishing a website on the 7th before Mercury goes retrograde would be a smart thing to do. Writing a list of your intentions would really help you, considering this new moon is in the sector of goals, and you want to write them down in order to see them and to envision what you need to accomplish. It's a quicker way towards manifestation. On the 8th, Jupiter makes a transit out of Scorpio into Sagittarius through the 2nd of December of 2019. So you've got a year and 3 months, or 3 weeks, with Jupiter in the 12th house. What a restful position. What an intuitive position. There is an expansion to the 12th house sector for Capricorn, and that is the sector of dreams, rest, intuition, insight, revelation, inner work, peace, the release of habit and addiction. So there could be a shedding of a layer of skin, is what I want to say for Capricorn with this Jupiterian transit, and an expansiveness to your mind and all that you have learned at this point in life, up until this point. The desire or the requirement for more downtime and more personal space is also available to Capricorn when this planet of grandeur is in the sector of solace. So you will require your privacy throughout this year at certain times. On the 15th, Mars enters Pisces, and this will be through the very last day of this year. Mars is stimulating your 3rd house of siblings, writing, communication, expression, local travel and movement. There is energy for Capricorn to be on the go when it comes to weekend trips, places close to you that you can get in the car. A new vehicle will come into your life if it's required in a big way when Mars is in the 3rd house. The desire to take action to streamline your transportation, to connect with siblings, and watch your tone when communicating with siblings in your life. This could cause argument too. Mars is aggression and anger. So when you speak to sisters or brothers, watch your tone of voice through the end of the year. You don't want them picking up on harsh vibes from you. On the 16th, Venus goes direct at 25 degrees of Libra in the 10th house of career, the same day that Mercury retrogrades at 13 degrees of Sagittarius in the same sector Jupiter entered, the quiet, restful, peaceful sector, the intuitive sector. This brings on a stimulation of REM sleep and dream recall, lucid dreaming, and premonitions, the ability to know what is going to happen before it happens, claircognizance, and divination could be picked up. I'd use the tarot if you want to enhance this 12th house that's going to be worked on for the next year. But Mercury retrograde brings the review of the mind. It brings nostalgia and a remembrance of those who have passed. The retrograde lasts from the 16th of November through the 6th of December. Sorry, I feel like it's happening now, the way I'm choking on my words. So use the review to create boundaries for yourself, a personal space if you have roommates or live with a big family, or even just with your relationship or spouse. There's a privacy and a space that's needed for Capricorn to dive into and fully process what's happening inside, inner thoughts, inner workings of release. And the retrograde could help you, of Mercury, to release old habits or old habits of speech that are working against you. Self-deprecation and negative talk needs to be cut out. On the 22nd, the sun moves into Sagittarius to meet Jupiter and our retrograde Mercury. So that 12th house is a huge sector for you, not just for November, but for the year. And you can get a lot of repair done, healing old wounds, critiquing your experience and doing so without harsh judgment upon yourself or others. So I think you're going to get a lot of work done. And on the 23rd, we have our full moon at 0 degrees of Gemini, bringing complete closure to the 6th house of work, regimen, daily activity, daily routine, and pets. Tend to older pets with care. A full moon in the 6th house of pets, if they're older, you know, they might transition at this time. I don't wish that, obviously. This wouldn't be out of nowhere. This wouldn't be regarding a young pet in the prime of his life. This is just for the aging or really ailing animals. When there's a full moon in your pet sector and you have pets, this is when you could see them transition. Let's get to the tarot and see what cards come up for you. I'm also curious to see if any of these cards match the previous reading on YouTube for my channel. So let's see what comes up for Capricorn for the month of November. Let me know what you think of this process, doing the readings with just the cards and or with the forecast. I like doing both, but I'm just wanting to get my viewers' feel on that. 3 of Coins. This is work, artistry, creative work that can earn you a living. Being creative in your business. If you own your own business, I would say use the internet more and really get your niche on. Find your place, find your groove there. Extra money and earnings. King of Cups, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Very intuitive card, the 12th house, psychic ability. Also, some of you might be getting involved with a water sign artist in order to boost your income or your business. Graphic designer is what I'm hearing. Oh, look, this is on the cover of the cards of the tarot deck. It's the Fool. Beautiful, beautiful deck. This is the fresh start, the reset, that new moon in your 11th house. You could be taking a risk at something and taking a chance in doing things a little differently. And it might feel foreign or uncomfortable at first, but I really think that Capricorn's going to get into some kind of special groove. Look at that. High Priestess. High Priestess, 12th house of intuition, the highest form of intuitiveness in the tarot, and also this very intuitive card. This is that 12th house. You really can't escape the inner growth that you'll go through in November and with this Jupiter transit, Jupiterian energy. You are going to feel like you're in the know, that you are appreciated by the universe, supported, and can feel the positivity inside because you are preparing this full year for Jupiter to enter your first house. So a lot of inner work gets done before you start a 12-year cycle, and that would start on December 2nd of 2019 when Jupiter enters Capricorn. I know I'm super ahead of myself, but I'm here and I have the data, so I'm giving it to you. I'm wishing you a lovely Thanksgiving. There's so much to be grateful for, and if you're ever feeling alone or going through harsh loss or circumstance, just know that there's always someone out there who has it worse than you, and be there for others. I feel like this is the time to show our gratitude to each other as human beings and to show that towards humanity. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. Remember, the sky is limitless, Capricorn, so reach for the stars.